Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Paul Sweeney and Tom Keene, stock movers. We need to look at them right now. Some of the Home Depot leading the way right now. With us, Lisa Mateo. Lisa?
Yeah, so I want to start with Home Depot because their shares have been kind of all over the map, right? They've been up as much as 2.5%, then little changed after that. Its CFO basically said that February sales, they weighed on the quarter because of nationwide weather conditions, but demand improved in March and April. So overall, it maintained its guidance for the year. U.S. sales picked up. The full year forecast did include the impact of tariffs. They say sources more than about 50% of its products in the U.S. But the question is this really a sign that consumer spending is holding up? I mean, I went to Home Depot this past weekend to get my spring plants. The spring plants, and it was packed.
They really do plants well, do they?
They do. So it kind of goes in line to what the company's saying, like the smaller projects are giving them this big boost, while the larger projects are kind of being held off.
I did like the 10-year track record of Home Depot.
Yeah.
It's like Apple-like.
Sure.
People don't associate it with, is it a Mag 8?
Exactly. People need that stuff.
Very cool. What do you got? You got 4 stocks today.
Yeah. Okay. So we're moving on. So Chinese biotech company, it's called 3SBio. Okay. Their shares have been up as much as 52% in Hong Kong. The whole reason behind all this is because Pfizer struck a $6 billion licensing deal with the company to develop this cancer drug outside of China. So the breakdown is that Pfizer is going to pay about $1.25 billion upfront to license that experimental drug. That sets a new record for China licensing deals. And then on top of that payment, they're also eligible for up to $4.8 billion in downstream fees if the drug hits all these milestones. So that's how you get the $6 billion figure. But it's not really just Pfizer. I mean, other competition, they've really bet on China-originated drugs to kind of refill their pipeline over the past year. Yep. So it's kind of a growing trend that we're starting to see.
Okay.
And UnitedHealth, remember,
still really took a hit.
Still in the news because the shares are rebounding, right? You know, they've been up as much as about 2.5% before the bell, but last week really took a hit. We've talked about that. Yesterday, you had SEC filings showing that its newly appointed CEO and CFO bought about $30 million worth of the stock, too, on top of it.
So the executives are stepping in.
They are.
Interesting.
Right. So that is.
I got to be quick here. I can do that with the Bloomberg Terminal description screen.
Ooh.
How about 13 times earnings?
Fine.
That's like trading like international paper 20 years ago.
Exactly.
Wow. Next.
Okay, and last, cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase. Their shares up about 1%, but the reason it's in the news, okay, the source are saying the Justice Department's opening up this investigation into a recent breach at the company. Coinbase had said the hack that involved these criminals, they were bribing employees and contractors in India to get client data. The Justice Department, though, didn't comment on this, but Coinbase did say that, you know, the authorities, they did tell them about it. Coinbase, they say they're not under DOJ investigation.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.